What's up guys, and welcome to the second review of this 2006 BMW E46 M3 competition owned by my friend Chris. Second time we're driving it. The only thing he's done to it since the last time is raise up these bucket seats a little bit. So better visibility out the front. Seating position is still really good. This thing has a massive mod list, so I'm not even going to try to memorize this. Obviously, I'll put the whole list in the video description, but the main things you need to know: Karbonius CSL airbox with an OE CSL ducting, HTE tune, and this car dynoed at 330 wheel horsepower at 7,900 RPM, 250 wheel torque at 4,100 RPM. It also has headers, a Dinan muffler, and some other bolt-ons. That's at least 50 wheel horsepower more than stock, and it sounds absolutely incredible at the top end. So I will do a couple pulls with the windows cracked. In terms of brakes, we have the OE Porsche 996 brakes. They are not fantastic, but better than OEM supposedly. And my favorite part of this car is actually not the engine mods. It's the MCS one-way non-remote coilovers. These are 400 pounds in the front, 650 in the back. They handle bumps like a champ, while offering a lot more control over the OEM suspension. Other than that, we're on some Apex Arc 8 wheels with Michelin PS4S tires, 265 in the front, slightly staggered, 275 in the back. Let's drive this thing once more, because we can. I mean, the E46 M3 is quickly becoming one of my favorite driver's cars, affordable driver's cars from the 2000s era, or any era for that matter, right up there with the S2000. I will not turn down any opportunity to drive a properly sorted E46 M3. So we're powered by the S54 engine. It's a 3.2 liter straight six, naturally aspirated. 333 horsepower was the stock power rating. Like I mentioned, this one makes at least 50 wheel horsepower more than stock. This car should weigh around 3,400 pounds considering some of the lightweight parts, including this bucket seat, McPherson strut front suspension, multi-link rear, 6-speed manual, Alcantara wrapped wheel. Let's take this thing for a drive. And right away I feel at home in the E46 M3. It's just such a natural car to drive hard. Hydraulic power steering means good feedback, and much better than stock actually in terms of steering feel here. All these mods that came on the car, they've made this car feel a lot sharper and more well sorted. 8,000 RPMs, gotta love it. Easy to heel toe, but in sport mode, the throttle response is a little touchy. I think I mentioned that last time too. Still not quite used to that. But let's just leave it in sport mode and get used to it. Oh wow, the suspension's so good. It soaks up the bumps so well. First gear. We'll crack the windows just a bit here. Oh, fantastic. Oh, I love the S54 engine. It's just so responsive. That metallic howl, that induction note at the top end is incredible. Not quite S65 V8 levels of response and sound, but one of the best inline six engines ever made in my opinion. Woo. Yeah, whatever mods this has that have improved the steering feel, it's significant. The on-center feel is definitely better than stock. There's less slop. It still doesn't load up all that much in the corners. I wish it got heavier as the front tires load up, but still really good steering overall. These Porsche 996 brakes are just average. It could do with a big brake kit upgrade. The stock shifter could be better. It's typical BMW, I'll put it that way. I've said it so many times now. Mentioned this in my M3 and M5 generations comparison videos, and I think for this particular car, because the rest of it is so sharp and dialed in, this could use an aftermarket short shift kit. Wow, these brakes are loud. Now I mentioned this is quickly becoming one of my favorite cars in that sort of sub $40,000 price range, along with the S2000. In my opinion, this offers a lot of advantages over the S2000. You have power. You have real power with a reasonable amount of mid-range torque. You have that easy to control nature at the limit because this has longer wheelbase, it's less snappy, but it doesn't have that nimbleness of the S2000. Is that a worthy trade-off? I don't know, but right now I'm just fully enjoying this thing. And the fact that you can actually drive this every day if you really wanted to. It's still an everyday usable car if you don't mod it too much. Love how you can just trail brake this into the corner and use the throttle to rotate it on the exit. Such an easy car to drive hard. It really is. What a machine. E46 M3 with some bolt-ons, a tune, and some MCS one-way non-remote coilovers. Phenomenal. The only word I can use to sum up this driving experience. It sounds great, it looks great, it's quick, it corners well. It could use a little bit of a brake upgrade. If you're looking to modify an E46 M3 to be a great sports car, not necessarily track car, but sports car, this is the way to go. It truly is the ultimate driving machine. Let me know what you think about these specific mods for the E46 platform. Are there even better suspension upgrades out there? Obviously these are one-way non-remote dampers. You can go two-way or three-way, but I have no complaints with the way this car is set up from a suspension standpoint. What are the best bang for buck brake upgrades for this car available? Let's say you don't want to spend several $1,000s on an AP Racing or Brembo or Stop Tech kit. Are there more affordable options? I personally would love to know, because there's a good chance an E46 M3 will be my next track car. So with that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.